wanted to play a little game with you if you're up for it.
Okay? All right.
So this is a game everybody can play who's listening, it's okay if we don't know all this stuff off the top of our head, but I want to put in context Bitcoin and just one particular element in terms of thinking about what goes into a portfolio. So I'm going to play a game. I'm going to name something, and then you're going to say, is it bigger or is it smaller than Bitcoin's market cap? Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Big 6 Canadian banks, combined market cap, bigger or smaller than Bitcoin?
Bitcoin's at 500 billion-ish US.
550. Yeah, 550.
Okay, 550. Yeah. Bitcoin's bigger than the big 6 Canadian banks.
Correct. They're about 413 when I checked yesterday. Okay. US dollars. I'm doing this on US dollar basis. Okay, yeah. Great. Okay, Apple Computer.
Smaller.
Actually bigger, 2.7 trillion US dollar.
Oh, no. So I mean, Bitcoin is smaller. Apple is bigger.
Yes. Apple's
bigger.
Sorry. Okay, we play it that way. It's great. Okay. Apple is bigger. Yeah. So obviously, you got, okay. The gold market, is gold bigger or smaller market cap than Bitcoin?
It's, depending on who you believe, about 10 trillion. So it's about 20 times the size of Bitcoin.
And I bring that up because some people say that's another valuation method for Bitcoin. They just look at Bitcoin, look at gold, and say, if this becomes that, there's your 10x right there. Yeah. It's just another number you see flying around.
20x. Okay. Sorry, I don't mean to pick it, but it was 20x.
No, thank you. Total deposits across Canadian credit unions.
I could reverse engineer what my answer should be, because based on what the bank's market cap is and the leverage to deposits in a bank's market cap, and then put a credit. Okay, so you said 400 billion, so that should be 10 trillion. Oh, hold on a second. I don't know. I'm going to claim I don't know the answer to that.
Your instincts were right. Canadian credit union deposits, the estimate I researched was 190 billion US.
Okay.
So Bitcoin's bigger at 550. Okay, an easy one. Canada's total bond market.
Total credit market or just total Government of Canada bonds?
It was total debt securities. It was a visual capitalist slide. So
I'm going to say it's smaller, but Bitcoin is smaller.
Bitcoin is smaller.
Yeah.
So this stat was 4 trillion. So just to put that into context,
I was going to say 3 trillion-ish, but that's fine. Yeah.
So call it 7-8 times bigger is the bond market. But by the way, part of the reason I'm bringing all of this up is because if you think Bitcoin isn't big enough to use, you know, maybe you haven't looked at how big it's already is, because it's starting to get into the stack rank of things that people are using all the time when they go into the markets to select securities for their portfolio. Okay, couple more. The total size of the Canadian ETF market, something close to our heart here at Evolve.
Bitcoin is smaller than the entire ETF market.
No, I think
because you're 7 billion, aren't you?
We are 7 billion, but also it's half of our assets are not ETFs. So divide by 2, so it's actually bigger. Half of our assets come through mutual fund classes.
See, we can tell people, at least I didn't rehearse this, because I'm trying to do math on the fly.
Okay, Canadian government tax receipts, 2022 tax year.
Bitcoin's way bigger.
Bitcoin is bigger, yeah. It's that was about 308 billion US that we took into the government in Canada. I'll finish with one final stat. Canada's crude oil exports. I got 2019 data, but so it's probably going to be a little bit bigger than this, but nonetheless, is that bigger or smaller than Bitcoin?
GDP equals C plus I plus G plus net exports. Okay.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know what I just said, you shouldn't be managing money. But I know a lot of people don't understand what I just said. Okay. So GDP equals consumption plus investment plus government spending plus your net exports. And Canada's GDP, I have an idea of what it is. And there's no way that net exports component of everything, let alone oil, is bigger than bigger than Bitcoin.
Correct. Yeah. So it's 63 billion US 2019 data. So
and I guess I understand why you're doing this exercise, because you actually want to show how substantial Bitcoin is.